Hi, I'm Mario. I'm the owner of VCM Performance. Behind us here we've got a VK Group A Commodore. I actually built the car in the mid to late 90s for a customer. We've built a few cars for the customer. He had a VK Group A and a VL Group A, and this car behind us is the one that we did for him. So the car behind us, VK Group A, there were some challenges building this car along the way, and majority of it was parts, because parts weren't readily available like they are today, whether it be through rare spares or just finding parts on the internet. Back in those days when we were restoring this car, geez, I feel old, but a lot of it was going to spot meets to find new old stock, calling all the Holden dealers from all around Australia and New Zealand. Trading Post, I know that probably doesn't mean much to people today, but back in those days the Trading Post was our Bible, and we were able to find parts in the Trading Post, which was a newspaper. A lot of the parts that you see on this car were the original parts off the car that were reconditioned. So yeah, there was definitely more challenges in those days as opposed to if you were to restore one now. Some of the standouts building this car, this was one of our first real major restorations and builds, and the customer who we became friends over the journey of building the cars, we took this to its first show and it did win straight off the bat, so that was quite a good feeling, that all the hard work. And we were building two cars for this guy, or for this customer, side by side, so his VL Group A and this car here. Standouts were, taking it to its first show and winning. So that was good. And we still have those trophies today, actually, which is good. And we actually have a lot of documentation, when I say documentation, photos of the car being built. Ironically, the person who actually repainted the car or resprayed the car is still a good friend of mine, and I've actually showed him the car, and he couldn't believe it. And just friends of mine that have been with me along the journey and family remember the car, which it's a good piece of history for our company. Favourite thing about the car, I love the colour. I love that Formula Blue. Some people call it Formula Blue, some call it Mobile Blue. The actual technical name is Formula Blue. When I look at it, it brings back a lot of memories about the 80s and 90s, but just for when I look at it, it means business. It looks like a race car to me. For me, it's as it was. I mean, we built this car in 1997, 1998, and it is exactly how we left it. It brings back a lot of memories for me about our business when we started. I mean, we started the business in 1991, 92, built the car, customers extremely happy, took the car out for the first time and won some trophies. So yeah, it brings back a lot of memories, and it's quite surreal to see it in our premises, 25 years later. When I see the car now, I'd love to own it. I mean, they've gone up so much in value. It just reminds me of while we started doing performance vehicles, and I'm pretty proud to say that we've been involved with Commodores from a performance perspective from this day one. Like, this is the most popular model, VK and VL, and still to this day we're still modifying Commodores right to the most recent model, which was in 2017, 2018. So yeah, makes me realise why we're in the performance game with Commodores.